Hello everyone, welcome to the episode of Whiteboard series, and in this episode I am going to explain how to connect with deities. I have explained previously how to connect with deities, but that was during my Divya Bhava and Veera Bhava. So now once I came to my hometown, I am in my Pashu Bhava, that is I am very chill mode. So during this time I connect with deities in a different way. So I want to talk about how to connect with deities in Pashu Bhava, because many people, the most of the population in the world are there in their Pashu Bhava, that is the animalistic tendencies. So how to connect with the deities even in this animalistic tendencies? That is, after I reached Mangalore, I became more lazier. It is now if you see, I release one video only once a week. Like before I used to release videos every day. And now how I connect with deities is, the thing is I cannot connect with deities. So that's why what I did was I went to temple. I went to Krishna temple and I begged Krishna. So this is the Udupi Shri Krishna temple I went, and there I begged him, Krishna, please, I want to connect with deities like how I used to previously. I don't know, after opening YouTube channel, all my connection with deities became poorer. So how to connect with them like before? So Krishna, now what he does is, every time during meditation, right, he brings a scooter, not like physical scooter. So he brings a astral scooter. When I'm doing sadhana, he comes in scooter. Like this, like Access 125 comes like this. Then says, Aditya, come first, sit behind me. And I sit in the back seat. Then he takes me to each houses. That is, first he goes to Ucchista Ganapati. So Ucchista Ganapati is like a very chill dude. Like he parties whole day. You might have seen Ucchista Ganapati. Like he's always with his spouse Ucchista Chandalini, and they're always partying in the lower lokas. That is Atal, Vital, Sutal, Talatal, Mahatal, Satal, Patal. Every lower loka, right, it is being governed by Ucchista Ganapati. He is the Ganapati, that is the head of the Ganas. So he doesn't care about demons, pisachinis, yakshinis. For him everything is same. So he's like very chilled out, whole day partying, having fun. And whenever I go to Ucchista Ganapati's house, Krishna is like very scared. Krishna tells Ucchista Ganapati in advance, bro, see, Aditya is already spoiled, like don't spoil him more. So then I go into the house of Ucchista Ganapati. We go together, like me and Krishna are like guests, and we enter the house. Ucchista Ganapati invites us very, like a very chill manner. That is, he serves us drinks and he's like, chill out bros. Then we sit in his bean sofa. He's always playing in his bean sofa, like chilling with his babe, and always Xbox, PlayStation, always chilling. He's like very chilled. Unmatam, every time is chilled on, like no worries, nothing. Like because the entire, all that lower loka belongs to him only. That Atal, Vital, Sutal, everything belongs to him, and doesn't care. Even Naraka, where Yama is there, it belongs to him only. So he's always having fun, and he invites us over. That is because every time sadhana starts from Muladhara. Without Muladhara, you can't go to the upper chakras. So there, me and Krishna chill out for few minutes, that is until I complete 108 times of Ucchista Ganapati sadhana. We chill out, then we go to Tripura Bhairavi. So Tripura Bhairavi is basically Bhudevi herself, that is Mother Earth. So all that physical planets, right, are belonging to Tripura Bhairavi. So basically she is Mother Earth, and she is also called as Bhudevi in the Vedic system. So whenever Krishna and me enter the house, Tripura Bhairavi is always happy. That is, when she sees Krishna, right, she feels like she's seeing Narayana only, because this Bhudevi is the wife of Narayana, right? So that time she remembers her Vedic form as Bhudevi, and she falls in love with Krishna. They dance together, and I see with jealousy. That is, see them dancing and having fun, and I'm just watching. When I'm doing sadhana, they talk with each other. Then they have fun. Then we come out of the house after interacting Tripura Bhairavi. Then we go to Batuk Bhairav. So Batuk Bhairav is like a very serious dude. But he talks with Krishna. That is, with Krishna he talks freely. But when it comes to me, right, he doesn't talk because he doesn't like my aura, I guess. I don't know. But he's a very silent dude, and he's serious demeanor. But he gives very good advices. That is, whatever he utters from his mouth will be like very good advice. So Krishna and Batuk Bhairav will be talking always about this program and about how Aditya is behaving. Has he gone into relationships again? Has he become spoilt again? So they'll be like talking seriously, and I'll be listening the gossips and all. So after they talk with each other, then they give some advice. That is, Batuk Bhairav gives some advice to me, and I follow that. Whatever advice he gives, I follow that, because he rarely talks, and whatever he talks is like a gift. So I follow that. Then we move on to Kamakala Kali. Then Kamakala Kali is again, she's a very chill girl. So she's always like, oh, you guys came again, huh? Like, what desires you have? Because she's Kamakala Kali, so she's the one who fulfills desire. She's always like, now what is Aditya's desire? What do you want? Another girlfriend? More subscribers? What does he want? So Kamakala Kali will be making fun of me every time I enter that house. And Krishna will be like, no, he doesn't want any desires. He just wants to, advance in the Raja Yoga path, that is awakening the Kundalini, how to make it more effective. So like that, they talk, and then we move on to the Panchamukhi Hanuman. Panchamukhi Hanuman, again, he's a very devoted. Like, whenever I see Hanuman, I just fall in love with his devotion, because he's like the ultimate bhakta of Ram. And whenever Krishna complains about me to Hanuman is always in support of me. He's like, no, Krishna, Aditya, I know Aditya, he will become like Ram one day. That is so much love he has towards me. I don't know why. I think he sees some essence of Ram inside me. Like, I don't have essence of Krishna. However, Krishna and me are like best friends. But I'm not like Krishna. Like, I'm more like Ram, I would say. So that is why maybe Hanuman feels more in touch with me. And he tells, no, I know that Aditya will become like Ram one day. So that is what Hanuman tells. And Krishna always makes fun. That is, he is like, no, Aditya, I know Aditya is always spoiled. And so then after interacting with the Hanuman, but that conversation, right, I love going into the house of Panchamukhi Hanuman, because he puts so much confidence in me. That is, other deities and all make fun of me and all, they ignore me, make fun of me. But Hanuman is like, he trusts me. He knows that someday I will improve. I'll be an ideal man who is capable of handling relationships and friendship, relationship, everything. So I aim to be like Ram one day. Being like Krishna is difficult. That is, with so many gopis, and I can't handle one girl. Like, he's handling like so many. So that is very difficult. But I know I'll be a very good Ram. Yeah. Mahavidya Kamala. Then after that we go to Mahavidya Kamala's house. Again, Kamala is like very rich girl. She's like Aram, say with her elephants and lotus, everything, full ocean of milk. She's bathing in milk, and she has all ornaments, diamond, jewelries and all. Then Krishna, whenever he enters Mahavidya Kamala house, he remembers Lakshmi. Then he's like, Lakshmi. He tries to hug Mahavidya Kamala. Then I always tell him, bro, that is not Lakshmi, that is Mahavidya Kamala. Like, he always gets confused whether it's Lakshmi or Kamala. Then I tell him, bro, that is the tantric version, bro. That's not your wife. It's tantric Lakshmi. Then still they fall in love. That is, Mahavidya Kamala and Krishna fall in love and they dance. Then again I have to watch their dance. I have to wait, like how he did with Tripura Bhairavi. So basically, Krishna, right, in his Vishnu form, he remembers Sridevi and Bhudevi. So when he goes to Tripura Bhairavi's house, he remembers Bhudevi. And when he goes to Mahavidya Kamala's house, he remembers Sridevi. So he falls in love again. Then I have to remind him, bro, that is not Sridevi Bhudevi, it's Tantric Kamala, Tantric Tripura Bhairavi. So then, but still I have to wait for their dance to get over. Then we come out of the house. Then after that, finally Krishna's house only. So in the Krishna's house, he's like interacting with Arjuna and all, giving him advices. Like we see the flashbacks, that is flashback of Mahabharata, Ramayana, and all the incarnations of Krishna. We just see that picture, then we go to the next house, that is Kali, Bhuvaneshwari, Dhoomavati, Bagalamukhi. So first in the Kali's house. Kali is like a very huge goddess, and both of us bow down to her. She's not like the lower chakra deities, she's very huge. Even when compared to Krishna, Kali is huge. So we both of us bow down to her. Then, but still Kali makes fun of me. That is, again she'll be like, okay, now Aditya, what he wants? Again some girlfriend troubles. So again that conversation. But then we move on. That is, after Kali gives very good advices. Even though she makes fun of me, then at last, at the end of the day, she gives good advice to Krishna, and she tells Krishna to remind Aditya every day of the messages that gets downloaded during sadhana. Because the thing is, I forget. After sadhana, I forget everything. Whatever advices the deities give, I'll be like, what? I do my own thing, and Krishna reminds. So whenever I see these eyes, right, So whenever I see Krishna's eyes, I remember all the downloads, whatever I received. Then, after Kali's house, then we go to Bhuvaneshwari. So Bhuvaneshwari is like a very loving mother. She's also very huge like Kali, and whenever we go to her house, me and Krishna are always in fight. That is, we are like small babies, and Bhuvaneshwari carries both of us near her bosoms, and she starts breastfeeding. Even if we are like full masculine and all, she converts us into babies. That is, she makes my whole adult body into a baby, Krishna's body into Balakrishna. Then she breastfeeds us, and we are like fighting with each other. Like I'm trying to compete with Krishna that my mommy issues are more huge than yours. Then I try to love her more. Then Krishna again he magnifies his mommy issues and he tries to be her favorite. But the thing about Bhuvaneshwari, right? She always loves her children unconditionally and equally. Like whoever you are, you may be Krishna, you may be a demon, Kamsa, Ravana, everyone she converts into babies and she will breastfeed. So like she's like a very divine mother who is not conditionally loving and also who is equally loving. Like she doesn't do partiality with her children. So that is like very sweet and peaceful nature of Bhuvaneshwari, and I have never seen such Mahavidya ever. Very delightful to go into her house, Bhuvaneshwari. Then Dhoomavati, she's one of the oldest Mahavidyas, oldest deities in the whole Hinduism. Oldest because she has the wisdom of all the yugas, the whole Maya only. She knows how the entire Maya will end. That is, she's like trillions of years ahead of us. So whenever me and Krishna go to her house, she knows the entire future, how this Kali Yuga is going to end. Then she knows all the variations also. That is, every Vishnu, there is a variation. Every Garbhodakshaya Vishnu dreams in different manners. And she knows which universe we belong to. And she knows how it's going to end. So basically she knows how all the Vishnus, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu are going to end. How they are going to achieve Sadashiva. And she knows how the Karnodakshaya Vishnu also will become Sadashiva one day. The whole Maya disappears. So there is certain period of time during which the Maya doesn't exist. That is, the Sadashiva, even if it has desires, it has nowhere to go. That is, the Maya is not there only. The whole Mahavidyas are not there. Only Dhoomavati is there. So there are certain periods of time when Maya is absent and Sadashiva cannot enter the Leela because there is no Leela to enter. So that happens because the consciousness, right? Every soul, Atman, has to know how to stay in the Brahman. So during that period of time, the Atman learns how to be in the Brahman and not create universes. But then again, after trillions of years, again the Brahman gets separated. That is, it starts creating Maya. The Shivas get converted to Vishnu, and Vishnu start dreaming, creating universes. Again that cycle happens. The Mahayugas, the Yugas, everything happens in the causal, astral, physical realm. So it's like a cycle, and Dhoomavati has the knowledge of the whole cycle plus no cycle also, like no Maya also. She has the knowledge of that also. So entering her house is very intense. That is, Krishna and me both go into depression. When we enter her house, we'll be like, damn, what did I just hear? So then we come out of the house astonished, that is, full mind blown, and we are like, okay, let us go to next house, Bagalamukhi. Then we go in the scooter to Bagalamukhi house. So in the Bagalamukhi house, right, she's a very protective mother. So whenever we enter her house, she gives all the weapons. Like for Krishna, she gives Sudarshana Chakra, take Sudarshana Chakra, take Gada, take Padma, take Shankha. So all that tools she gives. And for me, she gives like, take red t-shirt, take red shorts, take immune cells, T cells, B cells, all that antibodies, white cells, red blood cells, white blood cells, everything she gives to me. And because she knows I can't handle Sudarshana Chakra and Gada, and so she gives me normal human stuff. Like even if I ask, she will not give. So these things she will give, and she protects us. Basically, Bagalamukhi is nothing but the immune system for both the body and the mind. So she is a protective mother. After that, we go to Akshobhya Bhairav's house. Akshobhya Bhairav again is a very serious yet peaceful Bhairava. Like he is a Bhairava who is also worshipped in Buddhism. He is not like a very angry Bhairava. He is like a peaceful Bhairava. So he is sitting in Kailasa. Aram se, he's like meditating. Whenever we enter, he's like, who entered? And Krishna and I ask him regarding Vishuddha Chakra. how to activate and activate for like Krishna's is already activated. He asks on behalf of me because after all that relationship, I lost touch with deities. So that's why Krishna came into my life, and he's helping me out now to connect with deities, to initiate students. Everything he's only doing, like initiating students also. Whenever I sit, he's like activating. Even I'm helping him in the scooter, but at the same time, you have to know that during the previous phase of my life, that is around August, September, October, during that I was initiating myself. That is, I was not taking the help of Krishna. However, now I'm taking the help of Krishna to initiate my students, because now I'm not in the Divya Bhava. Now I need help and I'm taking his help. There is nothing to get embarrassed taking help of deity, because they are our future self. Someday in the future, I have become Krishna and I'm helping my old self, that is Aditya. So there is no escaping the matrix for me. That is, if I take the help of Krishna, it is not for free. That is, when I become Krishna, some guy in Kali Yuga will be calling me, like, and that guy will be Aditya. So he'll be calling me, I want to initiate my students, please help me. So he'll be calling. So that time I have to go, because that time I'll be Krishna. So basically all the deities, right, they are our future self. So if you are taking their help, that means you are taking the help of your future self. And when you become that future self, when you become the deity, you have to help your descended form. Because from the past, there will be a calling. Aditya will be calling you, Abhishek or John, Jason, whoever you are. That part of you will be calling you once you become the deity. And you have to help. It is your responsibility to help, because you had taken the help during that yuga. Now I am taking the help of Krishna, but then I have to fulfill it later. So Akshobhya Bhairav, right? He is a very silent Bhairav. That is, he teaches how to stay silent and not talk. Also peaceful. Nothing to say much about Akshobhya Bhairav, because he never says anything. It's very peaceful. And Krishna tells me, like, see Aditya, see, you have to become like him. You have to meditate whole day and not talk whole day. So then I tell Krishna, you're telling to meditate, even you don't meditate. Even you make people fall in love with you and dance and do bhajans and all, but you don't meditate, and you're telling me to meditate. Akshobhya Bhairav is not like that. He's not Bhakti Marg, he's more of Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga means whole day meditating. No interaction, no bhakti, no love, nothing, pure meditation. So that is a different path. So whoever is inclined towards Raja Yoga can do Akshobhya Bhairav sadhana. So the next is Matangi, Tara. So first is Tara, that is, Tara is the spouse of Akshobhya Bhairav. So when we go in scooter, me and Krishna, to Tara's house, Tara is standing over Shiva like this. And I ask Krishna, why is Mahavidya Tara standing over Shiva? What is the meaning of it? And Krishna tells, go, sleep there. Let Tara Ma stand over you. Then Tara Ma steps over my Vishuddha. She keeps her feet on my Vishuddha. Then I get the ability to speak. Then I realized that when I was an animal, I didn't have the ability. Only after Mahavidya Tara kept her feet on my Vishuddha, I got the ability to speak. So that is what I remember whenever I go to her house. Complete gratitudes for my communication skills. Then Matangi. We go to Matangi's house. Me and Krishna again. I ask Krishna, who is this very beautiful lady? I love her very much. And Krishna tells, that is Mahavidya Matangi. Like, she is the goddess of knowledge. She is the one who is supplying knowledge to the entire world. Then again we compete for becoming Matangi's favorite, like how we competed in Bhuvaneshwari's house, right? Again he wins. Every time Krishna wins in mommy issues and making girlfriends and all. So even with Mahavidya Matangi it's the same. That is, I lose the competition. He becomes Matangi's favorite and I become the second favorite. So then I ask Matangi, like, please give me the knowledge of the entire world, entire existence, entire cosmos, everything. Then she gives. So that is how I receive all the knowledge. Like all the knowledge that I speak on YouTube, right, which may be like complicated for some, it is all through Matangi only. She is only speaking through me, I feel. And that is, Tarama is supplying the ability to speak. However, the knowledge is coming from Matangi. So that is how. Even Krishna, right, when giving all the knowledge in Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, that is Matangi was supplying the knowledge. So that is how Krishna, the thing is, all of us have the potential to be like Krishna, but you have to take the help of Mahavidyas. Otherwise you will be a normal dude, normal Vishnu, normal dreamer. To become like a very special dreamer, you have to do sadhana. And after Matangi, it is Kartikeya Subrahmanya. And whenever I see Kartikeya Subrahmanya, I feel like, this looks like Krishna only. I ask Krishna in the scooter itself, this Subrahmanya looks exactly like you, like he has all that peacock feather. What is the difference? That time Krishna tells it's nepotism. That is the difference. Because Kartikeya is the son of Shiva and Parvati herself, and whereas Krishna is like a dreamer, right, who achieved samadhi powers through sadhana itself. That is, he did sadhana by on his own, then he became Lord Vishnu, that is the cosmic dreamer. So that is how he evolved. He's not the son of Shiva and Parvati herself. That is, I'm talking about the manifested Shiva and Parvati, not the cosmic one. So the thing is, Shiva and Parvati, they manifested themselves as Shankara and Parvati in the Kailasa Parvata, and there they made two kids. One is Ganapati and another is Kartikeya. So they are like their own kids. That is not, I'm not talking about the cosmic kids. We are all the cosmic kids of Shiva and Shakti. However, they manifested themselves in human form to make kids, and that is Ganapati and Subrahmanya. So Subrahmanya handles the upper lokas, the higher realms, that is Bhurbhuva Swaha Mahajana Tapa. He is like the governing head of the higher realms, whereas Ganapati is the governing head of the lower realms. So that is what Shiva and Shakti, that is why Shiva and Shakti manifested themselves in the human form to make two kids who will govern the lokas, the different 7 lokas. And Subramanya tells Krishna that Aditya has to compile all the knowledge, and that is how he compiles all the knowledge, whatever received throughout the session. So throughout the mantra sadhana session, whatever knowledge has been received, he compiles everything, he connects all the dots, then he puts it into my brain. So into the sadhak, whoever does the sadhana of Kartikeya Subrahmanya, all the knowledge will be compiled, all the dots will be connected. Autobiography of a yogi, Vivekananda, Bhagavad Gita, Aurobindo, all the knowledge, everything will be compiled and given to you. Whatever received from Matangi will be compiled and given to you. So that is what Subrahmanya does. The next is Chinnamasta. So when we enter Chinnamasta's house, I ask Krishna, bro, she has slit her throat, like she has cut off her head and she's feeding blood to Dakini, Varninis and all. What is the meaning of it? So that time Krishna, right, using his Sudarshana chakra, he chops both of our heads. That is both Krishna and I lose the head. I'm like thoughtless, completely thoughtless and fully selfless. That is, all my blood is going to the other people, other humans, and all humans are drinking the blood. Then I realized that the picturization of Chinnamasta, right, where she is selflessly chopping her head to feed her attendants, that is Dakini Varni. What that means is, it is an act of selfless service. So whenever we have the ultimate knowledge of the Brahman, the Brahmagyan, whenever we have that, we have to spread it to the world. We have to not keep it for ourselves. The thing is, some people, right, what they do is, they gain the knowledge, they achieve samadhi, then they transcend to the higher realm. But whereas if you see Shiva Tattvas like Hanuman and all, they have that knowledge to go to higher realms. However, they didn't go because they feel responsible towards the humans. They feel responsible to the physical beings and they want to give the knowledge. That is why Hanuman is still there in the physical realm to give the knowledge. That is an act of selfless service. And that is what Chinnamasta represents. That even though you have the knowledge of everything, it is your duty to give it to the world and not transcend selfishly. So you have to first do your job of spreading the knowledge. Only then, once you do your karma of helping the people, only then you transcend. So that is what Chinnamasta represents. Then we go to Maha Vishnu's house, basically Krishna. Then the Krishna and Vishnu merge. Then they talk with me together. They'll be like, Aditya, have you learnt your lesson? Have you learned how to become like us? Then I tell them, I know that, but still I'm not in mood to become Garbhodaksha Vishnu because it is too difficult, like to dream of a universe, to create a universe. Imagine the cosmic power of thinking needed to create a universe. I tell Vishnu, like, can't you just sleep directly to Sadashiva? And he's like, no, because I have some karmas to fulfill. So that is why he dreams. The reason Garbhodaksha Vishnu creates a universe to release his karma, because there are certain unfulfilled business in the Maya, and that is why he dreams. And that is what happens to us also. As we evolve, right, at this last stage of evolution, we will still have some few desires left, and that desires have to be fulfilled by creating universes. So that is why Vishnu dreams, and that is what we have to do in some year in the future, that is trillions of years later, when we become Garbhodaksha Vishnu. We have to create universe to fulfill our remaining desires, then finally pop the bubble, just vanish the dream, vanish the entire mind, to merge back to Sadashiva. Finally, Tripura Sundari, she has the secret mantra, the Mahashodashi mantra. That secret mantra, right, if you have that, you have the ability to go to Sadashiva directly, and you have the ability to stop the entire Maya, that is completely vanish the entire Maya, the whole Maya disappears and you merge with the Sadashiva again. But that is very dangerous mantra if not gone through the Muladhara. That is, every time you have to go through the Muladhara deities, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Ajna. So through that channel only you have to go. If you go directly to Mahashodashi mantra, it will be very problematic. You will go insane because your Sahasrara will open directly without the lower chakras strengthening. It's like you will create the floor of the highest floor, that is 7th floor, without the lower floors. That is ground floor, first floor, second floor, all will be constructed poorly, and directly you will create the 7th floor with full luxurious interiors and all. So it doesn't work that way. You have to build all the floors strongly, only then you can go to Sahasrara chakra. So there Tripura Sundari first makes fun of you. Why do you want to go back to Sadashiva? Take one more desire. Have fun. So she's like a goddess who will give you Kama, that is, will give you desires. She's also called as Kamakshi. So she is the one who governs all the desires. Basically all the Mahavidyas are the manifestation of Tripura Sundari herself. So what she does is she gives desire. Like for example, you became Shiva, almost Shiva, full Sadashiva mode you go. Full like a Buddha you go, Gautam Buddha you go to Tripura Sundari. Then she will trigger something. She'll find one loophole. Then she'll put on desire. Take, enjoy. So that is why she'll never give the secret to go back to Sadashiva. She'll always put you inside the Maya, and not with the intention of hurting you. It is to make you more evolved so that you will not come back to the Maya. The thing is, once you go to Sadashiva, there's high chances that you will come back to the Maya. So she doesn't want that to happen. She doesn't want that to and fro motion, that full of suffering and coming back. And she doesn't want that to happen to you. That is why she finds the desire which you have not fulfilled properly. And she gives that desire to that Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And she makes the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu dream. And whenever a Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, who is like a very evolved yogi, when he starts fulfilling desires, he has to create a universe, because his mental strength is so strong that even a single thought can create a universe. So that is what happens to a Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. The Tripura Sundari, right? She finds a small desire which he has not fulfilled throughout his trillions of years, and she feeds that one desire, and that single thought of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu creates a universe. That is why we are here. He's trying to fulfill that one desire, and we have to find out what is that. Then we have to become him, and finally go back to Sadashiva. We have to get the Mahashodashi mantra, and finally chant that and go to Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So as the Kshirodakshaya Vishnus evolve, right? So all the Kshirodakshaya Vishnus, when they start doing mantra japa, when they start achieving Samadhi, like in the Satya Yuga. So in the Satya Yuga, all are developed. All Kshirodakshaya Vishnus are mature and developed. So they achieve Samadhi easily. Unlike the Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga, very few population achieve Samadhi. Everyone goes through natural death and they come back. But in Satya Yuga, most of the Vishnus achieve Samadhi. So when all the Vishnus, right, achieve Samadhi and go to the higher Loka, slowly the lower Lokas start vanishing away, because there are no Vishnus to sustain that Loka, because this is a dream world. So the dream world is dependent on the observer. Without the observer, there is no existence. So that is why, as the lower Lokas start getting empty, that is when the population decreases in the lower Lokas, the lower Lokas start vanishing away, because there is no observer to sustain the lower Lokas, and the physical realm disappears, then the astral realm disappears, and finally the causal realm disappears. Then the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu also fades away. He becomes Sadashiva. So that is how a Garbhodakshaya Vishnu ends his life. After all the Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, that is us, achieve Samadhi. So that is why this YouTube channel, so that more and more Vishnus get to achieve Samadhi, and finally the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu can sleep permanently in the Sadashiva state and not dream universes. So that is the mission, to make our Vishnu sleep. So that is what we do in temple also. If you visit Venkateshwara temple and all, you'll see he's in Jokali. Jokali is like a baby in cradle. So basically that baby itself is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and we are making him sleep in the cradle so that he stops dreaming. So that is the deeper meaning of all that bhajans, and there is Jo Jo Shri Krishna Paramananda Nanda Gopiya Kanda Bala Mukunda Jo Jo. So these are the deeper meanings of the bhajans, to make our cosmic dreamer sleep. So finally, once he sleeps, we go back to Sadashiva. So that is how we do sadhana. Sadhana through the Manomaya Kosha. So there are a total of 5 bodies. One is the Annamaya Kosha. So Annamaya Kosha is through offering food. So when you offer food to the deities, that is your future self, you are connecting with them through the channel of food. That is Annamaya Kosha. Then it is a Pranamaya Kosha. That is to pranayama. That is, you have, whenever you do mantra, you have to do the Anuloma Viloma, but while chanting the mantra. That is, inside the mind you have to chant the mantra through breathing practices. Your breath itself must become the mantra. as I told in the how to overcome lust video, in that I have explained how to do pranayama. You can watch that video to understand how to connect with deities through pranamaya kosha. So pranamaya kosha, annamaya kosha is through offering food and the breathing channels. Then it is manomaya kosha. Manomaya kosha is how I explained right now. That is right now I explained, right, how to go into the house of deities, talk with them, interact with them. That is manomaya kosha. Then vijnanamaya kosha. Vijnanamaya kosha is through intellect. And finally, once all your desires, problems are resolved inside the mind, you get the final state of bliss, that is Anandamaya Kosha. So when you reach Anandamaya Kosha, you and the deity become one. That is the person who is interacting and the person who is inside the mind, right, will become one. So Kali and you will become one, Krishna and you will become one. So whoever you are loving, whoever is your Ishtadevata, you and that Ishtadevata will become one in the Anandamaya Kosha. That is pure bliss. There is no interaction here. In the Vijnanamaya Koshas, there is a certain doubt solving. In the Manomaya Kosha, there is love problems and all. In Pranamaya and Annamaya, it is like offering bhog to the deities. And Pranayama also. So these are the 5 methods to connect with the deities. So I hope this video has brought some light to your consciousness. Thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next video. Jai Mahakal.